Today is February 11th, Saturday. So, although the targeting wasn't as intense in the morning and afternoon, they did start, all the BS right, to make about the pizza and the chickpea salad and what other thing? Um, yeah, something, the three things that they made issue today, right? Then everything was quiet, but we were activating our phones. Remember, if you've listened to my previous videos, I told you how they made issues about the agents, and then every time something came about the phone, I was transferring the videos, and I was opening the parcel, and also the raving of the engine started, and um, when the agents were here, how they had a cockroach near one agent, and how they started to give me heaviness in my head and my eyes and everywhere, because I was in good mood and they cannot take that sometimes. So they have done this many times before that. So, and today now we are activating it. They didn't do anything. My hubby was there with me, so we were activating our phones at the same time. Nothing, no needle pains, no electric shocks, no nothing at all. But they already see, I had already asked my hubby if he would want this Indian dish, that I was to prepare. It's the main vegetable I was to use was cabbage, and it's good for your health. I mean, so I don't know. These people want to make issue, and I knew they've already made issue about this particular dish, and I told you how when my initially he used to say no, like he don't want it. So when I wasn't making I used to make when back in 2011, 12, 13, 14 little bit, but then I'd stop making it. And then when my mother-in-law and father-in-law, like, they moved with us in October 2021, so I think very first time when my mother-in-law, she made this, and of course my hubby was to eat. These people didn't want to, to have him eat this or to tell me the message. Basically, they are telling me, "Oh, don't cook this," but it wasn't my choice. It was my in-laws' choice. Um, and my hubby said, "Yeah, he'll eat it anyway." So the moment I first have to prepare the batter, okay, so I have to leave the batter in the oven for like an hour, half an hour. So the moment I placed inside the oven, they burst out the light bulb of that oven. "Oh, don't make this." That's all they wanted to say. "Don't make this because your hubby is not excited about this photo. He doesn't eat with his own will. It's just like somebody's just making, he's just eating it. um then the moment I went to serve him, and he had just changed the two light bulbs of the dining table, just that very same day. He has just changed it. And these LED bulbs are supposed to last at least 10 years. The chandelier has 5 bulbs, okay? So say this is the dining table, and there are like bulbs here, right? So he sits on this side, so they burst out a light bulb of this side, and of course on little bit on the my side, because I sit here. So those two were bursted out, and then so they had already done this programming few months ago, at least in last year 2022. Now today and even previously, even after my in-laws left, once I did make it, and they again had to make issue about that same dish that I had cooked. So back then I don't know what all they gave. I don't know, they might have given me shooting needle pain or electric shock or something or the other. They might have, I'm sure, given, and I might have recorded that, but I don't remember right now. But my in-laws, they are not here with us. They are in India since last October. No, since, yeah, October 2022. And so I just cooked once, and then today again I cooked, but it was with cabbage. Cabbage was the main vegetable. Last time I cooked with some other vegetable, but it's the same dish. And you can tweak, like you can cook with whatever, 2-3 different vegetables of your choice. But at the end of the day, the taste is same. So see, I already asked my hubby in the afternoon, and he said yes, he will eat it, and he was excited. He very excitedly said yes, he'll eat it. But I knew these people will make issue because they've already done my programming this way. They want to make issue, so they will make issue. That's it. So very first, and I went to YouTube and to watch the recipe. And the very first advertisement they played was Spectrum. Okay, so they have also sensitized me from 2015 on, ever since my gang stalking started with this Spectrum ad. So they don't want me to cook something. They're like, oh, have Spectrum, your hubby doesn't like it, they are saying, okay, my hubby did not say that. That's what their thinking is, and that's what they want me to believe that, okay? It is their imposing of their thinking on me when they relay that ad. Then the second ad they played was about this pet prescription or pet food or something like that, okay? That is their another favorite thing. Sometimes they will play shoe advertisement, but this time they did not play shoe advertisement, but even that is the other thing that they play. Then the third advertisement they played was gun. Okay, so now they want to show me guns. Okay, suddenly you see there are pattern of advertisement that usually plays in my YouTube, but then all of a sudden you see something absolute new, but in this provocative manner, like gun or something, or they will, so that how they are like targeting you with these advertisements. And like Tanut Sudan says, these Archons, and they work within this matrix system, within this supercomputer system. And even whenever he's thinking about something, when he opens up the YouTube, that same thing appears. He's like, how is that possible? Because apparently Tanut Sudan doesn't have any implants in his brain. So how is his brain hooking up with YouTube? Right? So it's obviously, it has to be these archonic energy, because they are reading the mind, these archons or negative entities, or not Lucifer exactly, but these negative entities when they do witchcraft. And they immediately play, the devil immediately plays advertisements. So devil is there, is planted to attack against the target. So as Giral Sosby, just go on his website, and he keeps talking about the target. He's the, do this to target, to do that to target. So he's talking about me because he's my stalker. So so what was I saying? What was I saying? So they've already made issue about this. Oh yeah, so the advertisement they were playing. So the third advertisement they played was about sync. Okay, and then the numbers that appear to call that person is 9999999. Okay, so 99 is 9. All these is nothing but upside down 6. So we know 666 is like mark of the beast. So sink, and the other thing is sink. So sink is like drain and trash, and so basically, oh, you're cooking some trash. So they are already sensitizing me. So they've already given me signals before I even go to prep the food that, oh, they're gonna make issue. Okay, they already told me by advertisements. Now I go in the kitchen to prep food. They didn't do anything, like no poke here and there. They gave me very subtle poking needle pains on the right side of abdomen, but it was subtle. But they didn't make much issue. Yeah, they, when I went to take ginger, I was grating ginger. I told you how many times like they made issue about ginger. Oh, don't use ginger. I don't know. Probably they are Lucifer and Archons, and those negative entities do not like ginger, I guess. So they always want to make issue about ginger. And then apparently when I was squeezing lemon, they did not make issue when I squeezed lemon into the batter that I was preparing. However, when I went to wash that particular container, they immediately gave me electric shock on the right side of my head. I don't know why, but they had to make issue about lemon. I mean, out of nothing. Like I said, they will pick up anything. And for the entire lemon that the first time when I was cutting into pieces and I was placing in the container, I have like a lemon container. They gave me all these needle pains and electric shocks and all that. Then the second time today, when I went to grab the lemon, they had the hair in there, and um, then they gave me electric shock or shooting needle pain, something in the right. In the afternoon they did that, and then at mm, and now it was the last piece that was left. They didn't do anything while I was prepping, but yeah, they gave me this electric shock when I was washing that particular container. So they obviously wanted to make, like I said, they'll just pick something and they want to make issue about it. Now, what else did they do? Yeah, they started to burn the right side of my cheek. Okay, now burning is, it was a slight subtle burn here and there. They kept giving me, they would give me for like few minutes or about 1 hour, half an hour or something like that. Then they will stop, then again they'll start, and then they stop. So like right after I was done, like eating, and like they stopped giving me this burn on the right side of my cheek. But the burning wasn't like where I get those red marks, not that kind of burn. It's just that I feel the burn here on the right side of my cheek, right underneath my eyes, like in that area. Not exactly underneath my eyes, like, where your little cheek, the where you usually apply your blush and all. So in that area. Then they started to give me subtle pain, like on the right side of my waist, abdomen. They were subtle, so that now they started to make issues. But they didn't make real issues unless until I served it to my hubby. My hubby actually loved it, that he asked for more, and so I served him more. He enjoyed, I enjoyed the food, but these people wanted to make issues. So the moment I start to no, I already ate some, and then I said, oh, so now you're not gonna put stones, so you're not gonna have any, you're not gonna create any issues, like I was just thinking about that. I wasn't talking to her. I was just thinking, I'm like, oh, really? They're not going to make issue about it? Because it was surprising, if they're not going to make any big issues, because usually they've always made issue with this particular dish, right? Sure enough, they gave me stone. The stone, was in my mouth. So I immediately knew, okay. And then immediately after the stone, they gave me electric shock on the right side of my head. So now for sure 100% that along with the poking needle pain on the right side, they put the stone in my food and they gave me electric shock on the right side of my brain. So it means anything on the right side means, oh, don't do this or don't cook that, okay? They wanted to make issue, they made it. Now imagine, like, what did the batter have in it? Mainly it was cabbage, a little bit of ginger, garlic, green chilies, and some yogurt, lemon juice, jaggery or little sugar. And then it had some flour in it, like whole wheat flour and chickpea flour and all that. So it was basically, if you look at these ingredients, they were healthy enough. But these people wanted to make issue, And I heard so many benefits of cruciferous vegetables like cabbage and cauliflower and broccoli. So, and my hubby doesn't eat cabbage as like in an Indian curry form. So I have to figure out a way to chop it up and make in a way that he will eat it. And all I had to do was steam. After the batter is done, I just had to steam it. So I was steaming it for 20 minutes. And once it was steamed, all I did was just shallow fry, like like stir fry kind of thing, to make the base crispy. That is all I did. No, but these people wanted to make issue about that. Okay. So they started doing all that BS. Now they stopped, and even now, even see, like right now also they are giving me pain. Right, I'll show you exactly where they are giving me, right here. Okay, and here is like my little bone or joint or somewhere they are giving, but they were not continuously giving me. They just started giving me um right after I was done washing my plates. Okay, and until then they didn't. They were giving me here and there subtle, but then they will stop. It's not continuous. But right, just because I'm recording, I don't know, they just, even when I was like, I came inside, I was brushing my teeth and they started to give me that pain here on the right side. So obviously these people want to make issue, basically. Okay, they want to make issue about anything and everything. Even if I cook whole food, whole Indian meal with our Indian tortilla and the rice or curries and everything, or even if I cook just simple Indian food with rice and lentil and that, they want to make all. Even that's so healthy that there's just a little bit of like ghee or oil that I'll use in that. They want to make issue about it. And they'll start giving electric shocks on the right side of my head. They'll start to give me poking needle pains or raving of the engine, even for that thing. So it's not like, and they just, while I was saying that, they gave me twitch on the left side of my bum, saying, yeah, you make all that, and we still gonna give you all those kind of harassment and torture, because if they don't give me, then my energy won't be sucked out into making these videos and uploading and then transferring. And then because see, I'm always watching some videos on YouTube while I'm doing some kitchen work, and so my entire focus now shifts to this particular thing. Oh, lemon juice, oh my gosh, oh ginger, oh green chilies, now they want to make issue about that. Oh, now they want to make issue about tomatoes, carrots, radish, potatoes. They want to make issue about anything and everything, and continuously now, like when they're continuously giving me pain here, that shooting pain. Okay, so anyways, let me. So basically they want to leech out my energy, for as Tanut Sudan says, and as Moses Darlington says, as who was this other guy? Yeah, that European starseed girl whom Linda was interviewing. Even she said that how these, she was talking in context of aliens, but there are no aliens. So we are going to talk about Archons and Lucifer and these interdimensional entities. I'm going to talk in reference to interdimensional entities, as we call ghost or demons or jinn, or those kind. So basically they need my energy, because I'm the source energy, I'm the chosen one apparently, and I'm the star seed who does not belong from this earthly realm, but I'm from some other world that has taken birth here. And so I have this kind of source energy, I'm the creator, they say, and so they need to leech out the energy. So these archons, these people, these Illuminati people, make a pact with these archons that, oh, here you can have your energy from this particular soul. So whatever his pact is made, I'm not sure how exactly all this works, but this is something I came to know from watching these people's video, that is why we are targeted and tortured, so that all these energies, it goes to supply to these lower dimensional entities, because apparently they do not have good batteries fitted in them, and so their batteries continuously drains out. And so these people need to hone into some kind of torture program. And so for torture you need to have some base. So base could be, okay, let's make her a slave. Okay, so to tell me slave, my anything my hubby says, so they have to act in the what do you call, against that. So staying on hubby's side, but against whatever he has said, or the way, say he said, okay, I don't want to have this, like say for example that day he said, oh, I don't want to have this sandwich, okay, so and so sandwich, but I'm making the same sandwich. So now these people want to make issue because they don't know that my hubby has already eaten it before. It's just he doesn't realize it. So now, but these people want to make issues. So now they start poking me, shooting pain in my abdomen, electric shocks on my head, pulling my eardrums, raving engines, and all these kind of stuff they will start. Okay. So yeah, so that is what I'm saying. So they need to hone into something for me to target me and torture me, to get continuous energy for the archons and Lucifer interdimensional entities, because apparently, as even in the movie Matrix, they show that these machines are hooked up to the human beings and they continuously leach out energy. Um, um, and Tanutsudan was saying that most of these people who are in Matrix, they are all controlled by archons. They are all controlled by these archonic or interdimensional entities. So these devils literally guide these people where to look, what to do, like so much control. But we starseeds are somehow not following this matrix system, or these archons are not really able to control us. So we have this free will, and so they always try to impose this control thing upon us, that, oh, you we are here, we are your boss, so you should be under our control because you are messing up our matrix system. That is what Tanutsudan was saying. So basically, that is the other reason that these people continuously try to tell, oh, no, you have to do this, you have to do that. So that's where the slave programming also comes in. And that is what a lot of this thing, that Starseed girl, that European girl, was exposing about these entities, interdimensional entities and aliens, and but she was just talking about aliens. So I think she was probably trained to speak with Linda, like what all she needs to say. And probably some military or CIA people might have trained her what to say. Because obviously, or else she would have said, oh, there is nothing like aliens. Okay, there is nothing like aliens. There are no aliens. It's just some gene and demons out there.